With just one day before jury selection in the Vanderbilt rape retrial, there has been another dramatic development.
There will now be two separate trials for Brandon Vandenberg and Corey Beatty. We have team coverage tonight from both here in Nashville and in Chattanooga, where jury selection is set to begin tomorrow. Cuthbert Langley was at the hearing here in Nashville today. And Cuthbert, biggest question here, will jury selection be delayed?
Vicki, no, jury selection will not be delayed. It is expected to go on as scheduled tomorrow. And Corey Beatty's trial will begin on Monday, but Brandon Vandenberg, however, will be tried separately. Another big twist that happened today, even without the two former Vanderbilt football stars stepping foot in the courtroom. This walk down the fifth floor hallway has become a familiar routine for attorneys in the Vanderbilt rape case.
Good morning, Your Honor.
And that phrase is one they're used to saying. But this meeting Tuesday wasn't planned until Corey Beatty's attorney filed an emergency motion. This comes after the judge ruled to delay Brandon Vandenberg's trial because his attorney is dealing with a health issue.
It requires a different strategy for the whole case.
A different strategy because the state has now decided to try them separately. This all comes just one day before jury selection is expected to begin.
So yeah, there's all these resources out there that are expended already, so we thought it's in our best interest to go ahead and at least try one.
But trying one, according to Beatty's defense team, changes the whole game.
We're not opposed to the severance, but we've got to go back to the drawing board, Ms. Teasley and I, and figure out how we want to strategize and move forward.
The state disagrees. During the hearing, prosecutors brought up the fact that Beatty's defense team has tried twice before to sever the cases. They add that Beatty's defense from the first trial can't change.
He's known the evidence. His defense cannot change unless he perjures himself. That I don't remember what happened and I was drunk, and that's me on the video. So what's going to change about that?
And then there's the victim, who will now have to sit through two trials. The state passionately defended her, saying further delays will cause harm.
This woman is being treated by the system worse than any victim I've ever seen.
At the end of the hearing, the judge denied the motion, setting the wheels for jury selection to begin Wednesday. Now, that jury selection will not be held here in Nashville. Instead, it will happen in Chattanooga. That's where our Chris Conti is right now. Chris, what can we expect tomorrow?
We can expect there to be a great deal of scrutiny, Cuthbert, over one question. Have you ever been the victim of rape? And that's because it was one juror's failure to disclose that information that caused this mistrial to begin with. Here in Chattanooga at the courthouse downtown, they will begin the jury selection process in earnest tomorrow morning. All of the major players, Corey Beatty, prosecutors, defense attorneys, and of course the judge, are here in Chattanooga. And here is what you can expect out of this jury selection process. The potential jury pool will consist of 160 people. Legal experts predict that a large number of them won't be eligible simply because they'll have legitimate reasons to not be able to spend 2 weeks in Nashville away from work and away from their families. Once that jury is selected here in Chattanooga, they'll have the weekend to get their affairs in order. Then they will be brought to Nashville on Sunday evening, where they'll be sequestered for the remainder of the trial. This time around, prospective jurors will have the opportunity to speak in private with attorneys and the judge about any issues that they may have. What no one wants to have happen here is what happened last time around, causing a mistrial. Jury selection starts at 8 o'clock Central Time. We are live in Chattanooga this evening. Chris Conti, News Channel 5.
Chris, thanks. And make sure to stay with the News Channel 5 network for all of the latest information on the Vanderbilt rape retrial. We'll have all the latest information from both Nashville and Chattanooga on air and online. Follow our coverage on social media using the hashtag VandyRetrial.